Electricity by Sherry Fabiana Selan. The man who tried to catch electricity. In a small house by the banks of mighty RAYYAN River, with a cheerful old man named Apai Jantan. Everyone knew him as the villager professional expert, even though nobody knew what he was actually an expert in. One morning, he burst into the room holding a giant fishing net. "Good news, everyone!" he shouted proudly. Today, I'm going to catch electricity." The villagers stared. "Catching electricity? Yes, if people can catch fish, surely we can catch electricity too." Without waiting for anyone to stop him, Apai Jantan marched outside and threw his fishing net into the air. Nothing happened. He frowned. Maybe electricity only comes out after lunch. The next day, Apai Jantan climbed onto the roof carrying 2 huge bags. "What are you doing now?" asked his neighbor. "Indai Raja, I'm collecting sunlight with baskets." "Exactly. Tonight we have fresh sunlight from dinner." By evening, he proudly opened the basket. They were completely dark. He scratched his head. "Somebody stole my sunshine!" Not ready to give up, Apai Jantan heard people talking about wind energy. "Aha!" he laughed. "So we just need to trap the wind." He spent the entire afternoon chasing the wind with a giant mosquito net. Left, right, into the bushes, across the football field. He finally tripped over a goat. The goat looked more confused than Apai Jantan. A group of school children couldn't stop laughing. One little girl finally said, "Apai, that's not how green energy works." "It isn't?" "No." She pointed towards the hill. "Electricity can come from river through hydroelectric lamps." She pointed to the bright sky. "It can from sunlight using solar panel." Then she stretched out her hand. "Even from the wind using wind turbine." Apai Jantan blinked. "So nobody catches electricity with fishing net?" "No." "All store sunshine in bamboo baskets?" "No." "All vessel the wind?" The children burst into laughter. The villager teacher smiled. "Sarawak is vastly powerful river, endless forest, sunshine, and natural resources. Instead of wasting them, we use technology to turn them into clean energy. That means less pollution, cleaner air, and a brighter future for everyone." Apai Jantan slowly nodded. "So, the smartest thing isn't catching electricity, it's creating it wisely." The following week, the villagers found Apai Jantan working hard. He planted trees around the village. He reminded everyone not to waste electricity. He even helped install solar lights near the house. When someone asked, "Apai, aren't you going fishing today?" he smiled proudly. "No, I'm fishing for a greener future." because when we care for the environment and use green energy responsibly, Sarawak doesn't just power home. Sarawak powers the future. Sarawak leads the future of green energy.